Buick Automobile Troubleshooting. If you're looking for help fixing your Buick automobile, look no further. Our comprehensive Buick Automobile Troubleshooting Guide will explain common issues, provide tips, and show you how to read your model's error codes. Dents and scratches. If you use your vehicle, it's going to endure some wear and tear. And when it comes to small dents and scratches, it's not so much a matter of if they're going to happen, but when they're going to happen. Yes, you could file a claim with your insurance company to have the body damage repaired. But that's usually a bad idea when you consider you'll have to come up with the deductible money before anything is covered. Then, of course, there's the risk you take of your insurance premium rates increasing. But the good news is that minor dents can be easily fixed by working to suction them out of the vehicle body. For scratches, you can purchase a scratch repair product or even look to acquire a paint that's the exact match of your vehicle to fill in the affected area. Rust. It can come as a shock to find rust on your car, though it doesn't always represent a serious issue. It depends on where the rust is found. Rust on the bodywork is cosmetic, but rust underneath the car or on your exhaust could be potentially dangerous and should be investigated, as it could eat away at essential components. Rust needs an anode, cathode, and an electrolyte to form, which makes cars prone to it. If the climate is humid enough, your car can develop rust even if it's undercover. The metal in your car can act as the anode and cathode, and water is an electrolyte. A quick check around your vehicle, under the wheel arches, and around the exhaust on a regular basis is often enough to spot any rusting issue, but every few months. Especially if you live in a damp or humid environment, it would be a good idea to get on your hands and knees and check under your vehicle thoroughly. Steering issues. It's not hard to realize whether there's a steering issue with your vehicle, as it's pretty obvious. Some common steering issues include vibrations while driving, difficulty turning the wheel, a loose steering wheel, strange noises while driving, or the vehicle seemingly pulling to one side as you're driving. If you're experiencing any of these issues, be sure to have your vehicle serviced right away. Any issue that impacts steering poses a major risk to your safety and the safety of other drivers on the road. In some cases, steering issues may be nothing more than poorly inflated tires. In other situations, they could be caused by suspension problems. The tires are wearing unevenly. A certain amount of wear over time is normal, but if you find that the tires wear down quickly, this indicates a potential problem. If there is vibration through the steering wheel, or you find that your tires are wearing unevenly, you should ask someone to check the vehicle. It could be that the suspension needs alignment. In addition, sometimes tire problems are caused by external factors or by defects in manufacture. Worn brake pads. Worn brake pads are a common, often dangerous, car issue. Brakes wear down over time, it's just a fact of driving. But worn down brake pads tend to be one of the more dangerous common car issues. That's because any sort of delay in braking, no matter how small, can pose a serious safety hazard. Hence, it's important to change your brake pads at the manufacturer's recommendation, usually around 50.000 miles, and take note of any signs and symptoms that may indicate unsafe levels of brake pad wear. Fix a squealing belt. Of all the car problems you might encounter, a squealing belt is probably the most annoying. The high-pitched squeal is produced when the rubber belt loses its grip and slips around the pulleys. In rare cases, a worn slow-moving alternator, pump, or AC compressor bearing or component misalignment can cause a perfectly good belt to squeal. But in most cases, the belt slips because it's worn, is loose, or has been contaminated with oil or coolant. You can diagnose all those problems yourself with a visual inspection, a belt wear gauge, and a spray water bottle. Fix a dim headlight. Most DIYers think a dim headlight is caused by a poor connection on the power side of the circuit. That's possible, but in most cases, the dim headlight is caused by corrosion on the ground connection. So check the electrical connector for corrosion and then clean the ground connection. Remove the electrical connector that plugs into the headlight. Look for signs of corrosion or melted plastic from excessive heat. If you find corrosion, clean it using electrical contact cleaner and a small wire brush. Source servicingmaster.co.uk